I took a request for the band AFI a while back on a whim and wasn't expecting to be wowed, but was floored hearing their old sound compared to some of the newer stuff I've heard on the radio. I was really surprised, and you guys said I had to come back and check out Sacrifice Theory. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Low End University. I'm stoked to get back to AFI because this track comes from an album you guys speak very highly of. That is The Art of Drowning, the band's fifth record released in 2000. I'm noticing this band has these Halloween-themed kind of covers. I'm kind of picking up on that, and it led me down the rabbit hole reading about horror punk, which was apparently coined by the Misfits. I mean, the music nerd in me is genuinely stoked to find these little subset genres that I didn't know existed, so I'll have to remember that, horror punk. But, Hunter Burgan's bass chops on Totalimmortal were really interesting. I was just more or less captivated by the band's rich arrangements, their production, their layering. This is kind of a shade of punk rock I didn't know existed, certainly not from AFI. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Sacrifice Theory coming in at just shy of 2 minutes. Let's get into it. That's fast. Whoa, I heard something in the intro there. The bass is a little more buried than Totalimmortal. I feel like Totalimmortal, I could really hear it. So I got to go back and kind of see if I can catch some of those nuances. They have that signature gang vocal sound. I remember I kind of fixated on that in the last video. And honestly, one of my favorite things is going back to a new band for the second time. I have a bit of an idea going in. And that's just like a hallmark of their sound I really like. It just makes their arrangement so big in 3D. Let me go back and we'll play it out from here. I want to kind of hear what that bass intro was doing. And B. Whew, that's fast. Okay, going between B minor, kind of start out in the intro, G, A, B. Yeah, it's kind of tough to discern the individual notes, but it sounds like he's kind of double picking at a very fast speed. And I've talked about in a lot of my videos that I'm an upstroke player. If it's anything technical like this, I could never pick whatever that is going downstroke. So maybe I was influenced by Fat Mike and never knew it. But it's kind of like a arpeggiated B minor thing. Kind of minor pentatonic shape. I think he throws that flat 5 in there. Can't quite hear, but it sounds like it's all double, kind of almost tremolo picked. It's almost at that tempo. See if I downstroke that. A lot harder. But something like that, really cool energy to start the song out with like that. Again, while the guitar holds a chord. Talk about that role reversal a lot. The guitar could have easily played something like that, but I'm loving that the bass parts get these parts, and a lot of these bands you guys suggest. Let's keep it going. Oh, missed it. Big. Whoa. Okay, I heard him go up there. I heard a high G. I want to hear that little part. It's a little more buried than I would like, but I hear some cool stuff. Yeah, right there. It's getting real adventurous. Right there. And he's taking more of the classic punk bass line in terms of this tempo and this energy that I've kind of come to know, where you have the guitar parts kind of just holding a strong chord progression. And I kind of like this is all in the upbeats. It's got this very kind of just rolling along feel, which really makes you feel the backbeat a bit more. Because if it were one beat behind, kind of straight, but it has this rolling thing. Kind of just rolling through it. I love when bands do that. But he's kind of just gurgling. I say gurgling a lot because it's just taking what's already there in the chord progression, playing faster versions of it in terms of maybe adding 16ths when the guitar part might be an 8th note. So you have this. That kind of stuff. Just giving it more energy all from the bass. And every now and then he'll work his way up, kind of up in this top range here. Really cool. He slowly just works it up there. It's not like a knee-jerk. Bass just drops out from down here and jumps way up here. I love that he kind of goes. It's like real gradual. Just gives it a nice, just eases your ear into that bass. Higher stuff. Ooh. So many whoa-ohs. They do this so well. Is that just a knee-jerk tempo change there? Interesting. Interesting when bands do that too. That's hit or miss and bold to do. Okay. I think it's just a bit of a meter change. Hard to tell. I don't even think that was a tempo change. Just kind of a just really knee-jerk into just different phrasing. It kind of, as I talked about a minute ago, it kind of had that rolling along feel, very upbeat-oriented. Then it just went real straight. That's kind of the difference. So coincidentally, let me roll into that section. Pun intended. Ooh. Hold on. I heard like a really nice. I love that that's kind of his comfort zone in this song. If the chord progression's down here on, let's say, G or A, I kind of notice he's putting in some notes up here. But he's always back to this kind of shape here in 7th position. B minor pentatonic. Kind of fits in all of the sections of this song so far because they've really kind of stuck. All right. See where we go. That contrast to being straight now is something else. Ooh. So does everyone in this band sing? Like there has to be a live element to that to get those big group chants because it's such an integral part of the composition. And it takes, the chord progression on this is rather simple, kind of repetitive. They're very creative with the rhythmic phrasing of it, but those gang vocals just make it sound so much bigger, just orally. I don't know what it is about that because there's a lot of bands that have big background vocals, but something about the way they do it, maybe it's the way they're singing it, the intensity, I don't know, it just kind of has this visceral, just really brings those chord progressions to life. It's my favorite part of the band, other than this great bass playing that I wish I could hear a little better. Tricky phrasing. Now it's back to that kind of herky-jerky upbeat thing. Very clever composition choice to just have that bridge section, if you will. The songs with 2 minutes have bridges. I don't know. Kind of a bridge section. All they did was really change the feel and the phrasing. They took it from this upbeat thing and made it real straight, but didn't really change the chords because it was writing on B minor. So that's a clever way to kind of mix up the song because a typical song bridge is kind of the introduction to your ear, typically of a different sound. Let's say a song is in C major, the bridge comes up and you might have like an A flat major go to the bridge. Lots of like Motown songs will do that, but this was a bridge just on the rhythm, I think, if you can call it a bridge. Okay, 5 seconds left. We're basically done. Right on. It really gets my attention when an artist can really take me somewhere in just 2 minutes and really have an airtight, complete, holistic musical thought. That song felt longer than it was. And I love their composition style. I find it to be very unique. I feel like they have a lot of layers that all serve a distinct purpose. I hear lots of songs that have tons of layering, and it feels like the layers are just there to be there, and they're there to just compensate for something else that's not there. The two tracks I've heard from AFI in terms of their older sound, they're very good about making all these layers have a distinct purpose that really elevates the song. My only complaint is I wish I could hear the bass a little more. And that's just, it be like that sometimes with bass players. Sometimes you hear a song and you can hear something cool is going on bass underneath it, and you trust that it's cool because it's obviously elevating your listening experience, but you may just never know exactly what's happening. This is a track like that. And that's the challenge I take on the channel. Hearing bass parts is not as cut and dry as hearing a vocal part or a drum part. And that's the challenge I bring upon myself. But it's fun to kind of try to unearth those gems lying underneath and hopefully show them to you. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. This album, or something by AFI, is definitely going on next month's Patreon full album reaction poll. If you'd like to support the channel further, I'm doing full albums over there, and it's been a really fun experience. I've done Rancid's and Out Come the Wolves, Propagandi's Victory Lap, and it looks like next month Descendants Everything Sucks is going to win for May. So hope to see you over there. Please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. Thank you guys again. I love you all. Cheers. We'll see you next time.